Welcome to Rob's Rules. I'm here, you're there, and these are our rules. Today we're going to talk about Amber Heard requested Twitter for over 200 accounts because she believes that we are bots. So Twitter responded to Amber Heard's request, and we're going to read about it right now. So the defendant, Amber Heard, issued a subpoena to Twitter, who's a non-party in the case, in a connection with the litigation of plaintiff Johnny C. Depp III in Virginia. So the subpoena seeks to get IP address information for over 200 Twitter accounts, which the defendant alleges are bots. They're bot accounts, they don't exist, that published and smeared and misleading statements about her were maliciously operated by or in the direction of the defendant. Only 200 Twitter accounts, really? Is that all she really thinks? She only thinks there's 200 of us against her? I don't know. Whatever. The accounts are anonymous. Their usernames do not reveal the identities of the individuals who operate them. At issue are defendants' requests for IP address information for each of the accounts. The IP address information can be used to unmask anonymous speakers equipped with this data. Defendant can subpoena the relevant Internet Service Provider, ISP, for the identity of the individual or entity related to each IP address. Twitter has not received and is not aware of any evidence to support the defendant's allegations about the account's speech. For example, defendant has not identified any specific tweets from any accounts that she alleges are defamatory. Therefore, Twitter does not believe the subpoena has satisfied the First Amendment safeguards applicable to anonymous speech, and Twitter's position is that the defendant must seek a determination from the court regarding whether over 200 anonymous speakers may be unmasked. So they're not going to do it themselves. They're going to have the court say that they have to be unmasked. It also says that no court has applied this standard. Here, Twitter seeks to ensure that the applicable standard is satisfied before it produces information that can be used to unmask over 200 anonymous accounts. In particular, it is unclear to Twitter whether the defendant has established a prima facie, hope I said that right, cause of action given the absence of evidence. Notice that word. Given the absence of evidence. Notice that. In her counterclaims and exhibits as to any defamatory speech from the accounts. Given these issues, Twitter's position is that a court must undertake the applicable balancing test before Twitter can produce the requested data. Here it is, the Constitution of the United States of America, 1789, revised in 1992, Amendment 1, the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for the redress of grievances. The First Amendment protects freedoms of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. This is what it does. So they basically feel, Twitter's like, listen, we're not going to do it because the First Amendment gives you the freedom of speech, and they don't feel that in any way that such accounts have said anything out there that has done something wrong against her. Well, if she feels that way, look, I have a Twitter account. I'm here. I'm making this video. Okay? Feel free. I mean, if you feel that things I've said about you are defamatory, but, I'm going based on the evidence at hand. And I've said this before. I've done a video that says why I feel the way about Johnny Depp. You could see the video right here. Here's the thumbnail. And I'll put the card above if you want to catch why I feel the way I feel. So I don't blame them. They're like, listen, these people have the right to freedom of speech, right? By doing that, when unmasking them, do we take that freedom away? We're not going to make that rule. We're not going to do that. That's, let the judge. If the judge feels that we should take away the First Amendment of their freedoms, then you make that call. But we're not going to unmask 200 people, and because they probably get the hell sued out of them. So they're not going to take it upon themselves to do it without a court order. And the judge is going to have to make that call. That's what they're saying. We're not going to do it unless you make the call, Judge. You make that call. You tell us that we have the authority, because we don't see any evidence that you've shown. There's no specific tweets. We're just supposed to make 200 Twitter accounts and say, hey, guess what? We're going to go into your Twitter accounts and we're going to investigate. It's a little crazy. So it's pretty interesting. Twitter has said we're not going to do it. She's going after Disney. She subpoenaed the NYPD for their body cam. And now she's trying to get 200, as she says, bots. Not real people. Fake accounts. Johnny Depp has made these. These are just, him and his team have made 200 fake. Like, 200 fake? Is that all you think there are? You think there's only 200 people out here? But she has no clue. She has no clue. She's like in total denial. Like, this can't be. There can't be this many people after me. This can't be true. Well, there is. There is, because you are not the person who should be representing us when you're the abuser in this case, and you're not the abused. And the true person who's been abused is the person you keep abusing mentally. You've cost him jobs, you've cost him millions, and you have no shame. You continue to play the Me Too, the me, give me sympathy and empathy game, and people are just not believing it. There is not evidence. And again, Twitter says, where is your evidence? Just like Johnny Depp's team said about the appeal. Judge, how do you make a ruling based on what? Hearsay? Based on what she said, even though we've provided tons of evidence for you that you've chose to ignore. So there we go again. Ignoring what's in front of you, ignoring the evidence. I mean, let's be real, people. Let's be real. She doesn't have anything. She's picking at straws, begging to find and hoping that she'll find the needle in the haystack that's going to give her a defense with all the overwhelming evidence that's in front of her. But you let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Amber, honey, things aren't going your way, are they? You realize that now you're messing with a judge who's just not going to take your crap. And you're also realizing that you don't have anything to back up all you're saying. And you know what? When you come to a courtroom here, I know in my courtroom, you could talk all you want. Talk the talk. But the judge is going to say, okay, that's great. Now, show me. Show me what you got to back this up. And when she doesn't have anything, the judge is not going to believe her, and neither is that jury. Because she has nothing but a big mouth. That's it for today. I'm curious to see what you say. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you next time right here in Rob's Rules. Take care, everyone.